All right, guys, what's up? Just doing a unboxing and review on this one. Is the MaxxHual bike rack model 70210. It actually goes under a few different names. It goes under MaxxHual and MaxxWorks. As long as it has the model number 70210, it is the same bike rack. For some reason, it goes under, I believe it was on Walmart, which I got this through. It says MaxxHual on the sticker, but on Walmart's website, actually it says MaxxWorks. And the same thing for Amazon. I believe it says MaxxHual, but there says MaxxTow in the description. But they all have the same model number. They all have the same model number, the same style, same everything. It's the same bike rack. I guess it's different names under different distributors. Has always the same car, which looks like a Volvo XC90, I believe. Same bike on there, which looks like maybe an OGT. I'm not sure. Maybe a no-name motive or something. I don't know. Same purple bike though. So we're gonna do an unboxing right now. I just wanted to make that clear. So if you are looking up this model number, it does go under a few different names. It's all the same thing though. For some reason they go under different names, under different distributors. Walmart, Amazon, eBay. Who knows? And let's take a look at the wrapping, the boxing. I don't know if this was through the manufacturer or Walmart's handling, but we got a nice big old gash there. Hopefully it didn't ruin anything with the bike rack. The straps are put on so tight, they kind of just crease the box in. So I don't think that did any damage. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move this over a little bit. So, foam inserts. Let's go ahead and make sure I can get a good view. Foam inserts. Hardware, I guess. These are going to be the racks that the bike sits on. It does feel heavy duty. This thing is pretty heavy. So I like that sense of quality when you have something with some good weight on it. So it looks like the part just swivels. Going to be the part that goes into the hitch. This piece is going to go on there. Let's see. Everything looks intact. No scratches or marring or anything like that. It is heavy. So it looks like here are the other two slots or racks that the bike sits on. Alright guys, these slots that the bike slides into, these Velcro straps feel really heavy duty. They're nice and thick, probably about 1.5 inches wide. Got these rubber inserts. And these straps look like you could possibly, if they ever wear out or rip, you can replace. You just probably would have to cut a slight hole in it for the screw to go through that holds it in place, but they look like they just replaced, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna assemble this real quick, so I'm just gonna skip to that. Alright guys, only issue I've kind of like seen so far while assembling it is a bit of a quality control issue. Is this is where the reflector is going to come on right here. So you got the reflector right here, comes through here, but where they drilled out those holes for it, one of them was not. Hold on 1 second before I lose everything. Oh no. I just dropped something. I'm gonna have to look for it right now. Alright, well, let me go ahead and show you guys. So they kind of left like the shaving, so it's not gonna be flat when you're screwing it on. So I'm gonna have to like file this down, get that smooth, nice and flat. So it's a bit of a quality issue. I don't know if you'll have that or not. It's not a big issue. All right, so here we have it installed. Got in our 02 4Runner. So the hardest part you're actually going to have is probably installing these screws. They're kind of in there tight, so you're going to need a very small wrench or socket with an elbow. They were just a little bit tough to get in. So they're not exactly flush. They're kind of in there a little bit. That's what I'm saying. You need something with an elbow or a very small wrench. Got all these installed. So I guess this tightens it up for more to be more snug on that pivot. I accidentally yanked on it a little too hard when I was doing something, and what was it? I ripped a cable out of the little crimp, but no biggie. So I got it all installed, and it's pretty in there snug. You can see the 4Runner's moving pretty good. These things usually do still have a little bit of play, and that is because of the pivots to tilt down. So it pivots from here for this part to go down, and it pivots from down there to tilt so you could open up the tailgate, just like many others. I'm really not going to demonstrate that right now. It is fairly common. You can look it up on any other hitch bike rack, and you can give that a look if you want. I'll pull it down on it a little bit. So you can get some bikes on there, and let's check this out. Alright guys, this is with 4 bikes. I don't have 4 full-size bikes. I do have 2 full-size bikes, a 20-inch BMX and a little kiddie bike. So usually when you do this, you want to do like the first one, drivetrain out. That's with your chain facing out, and then go opposite, so that way your handlebars aren't giving you an issue with trying to put that second one on. So you want to just crisscross them, but usually start with the first one with the drivetrain out. So as you can see right there. So I do have my Trek 820. I do have just a Roadmaster, my wife's bike, and I got a giant GFR 20-inch BMX and a little kiddie bike. 4 full-size bikes, I wouldn't know until I try them. I think it will. 3 will go on there pretty good. I don't think there'll be any issue with that. 4, I think you might have to work on getting them on there, but I think it will get 4 on there. They're just going to be snug, and you're going to have to adjust the pedals and make sure everything's lined up so you can get them on there all nice and straight. I don't think you're just going to toss them on there. You're going to have to work at it a few minutes to get them on there nice and good. I had to do so a little bit with these bikes. The thing that's kind of good about this bike rack that I liked as well is it does not have, let's see, your standard ones have the two poles that come out like this. So your frame has to be a minimum of, I think it's 19 inches, 18 inches in between. So your average girls and women bike are not gonna fit because they have that slope on there. But if I was brave enough, well, not brave enough, but just had more time and felt like doing it, I can put my wife's on there without having to use that adapter bar on top like most women bikes you would have to use. It's just that the bottle cage was kind of in the way, so I would probably be best to remove that, and then I can get on there no problem. And also this giant would not fit on that one because these are two spread apart. So if you have a smaller bike, not just a little kiddie bike like that one, but if you have a little BMX or shorter frame, it's not going to fit on your average size rack. You're going to have final thoughts. I think it's a great bike rack. I really think it is. Just having that single pole, not two different ones. They feel like they're nice and snug on there, so don't feel like they're going to fall off. I'd suggest using a bungee cord for your first bike, so your wheel isn't swinging around. That's what most bike racks. Some have that thing that hook up to that, but this one doesn't. So just use a bungee for the front wheel. The other ones doesn't matter. I think it's a great bike rack. I'd suggest it. I'd recommend it for the money. Definitely, it seems like a well-built, heavy-duty bike rack. I'll probably do a follow-up on this on, you know, after a few rides and using this, and see how it holds up. I don't think there'd be a lot of wobble on the road. Might have to just maybe do a drive around the block with that right now. I don't know. Let's see. But I definitely recommend it. That's the bike rack. MaxxWorks, MaxxHual, MaxxTow 70210. All right. Screw it. Test drive. Just taking it around the block. Some random little streets by my house. Not the smoothest. I do live in a little bit in a rural area, so not going through no dirt roads or nothing now. Just going through a few blocks. See if we got a little wobble. A lot of wobble. No wobble. We'll see a little bit. It looks pretty sturdy though. Brake check. Pretty decent. Brake check. Sorry if the camera's a little wobbly. Do my best to get these shots. So if I'm doing any of these brake checks, it might be the camera checking itself. But it seemed like it did really well. A lot of flex on the 4Runner. Bikes just seem to move with it. No, nothing too excessive. Pretty nice, pretty nice.